why. So a ghost takes him off into the woods, and the ghost says, okay, well, basically, your dad was killed, and the person that killed him now wears his crown. So basically, the ghost sets up, okay, well, my uncle killed my dad, who consequently also married my mom. So it's a screwed up family, and then he's like, okay, well, how can I really prove that the king did this? Because in that time, it was kind of more of a thing to where, you know, if a ghost comes, it could be the devil, and it could be trying to lure you to your doom. And it could be trying to screw up Hamlet's entire set of his Prince of Denmark. So, basically, Hamlet's like, okay, how can I do this? So he has a bunch of friends from school come, and then some players come into town, and he's like, oh, well, you know, in place, if people see something that they're really guilty about, then they're going to show that they're guilty on their face. It's really going to register. So throughout the entire thing, the king that killed his dad is just kind of like, okay, well, what's going on here? Hamlet, you're acting crazy, you're really depressed, you shouldn't be like this. Get over it. So throughout the entire thing, the king has the High Chamberlain, Polonius, who's also Ophelia's dad, spying on Hamlet throughout the entire thing. So Polonius dies, and then Ophelia dies because she commits suicide because her lover, Hamlet, killed her dad, and then Hamlet went off and he was banished to England, so it creates this entire huge setup of Hamlet trying to kill the king. And there we go. You guys understand?
Yeah, but what part is this part?
It's a bunch of smash. Hamlet, speak the speech.
To be, or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler of the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing therefore end them. To die. To sleep. To sleep perchance to dream, and in that sleep of death what dreams may come. The play. Is this the prologue of the Posy of a Ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Faith, I must love thee, love. How confound the rest? Such love be burdened in my breast. And second husband, let me be cursed. None but the second, but to kill the first.
Wormwood, wormwood.
To desperation turn my trust and hope, if once a widow ever I be wife.
If she should break it now.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never cometh chance between us twain.
How do you like to play, Mommy dearest?
The lady doth protest too much.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
What do you call the play?
The Mousetrap. Oh, here comes the king's brother now.
You're as good as a chorus, my lord.
What? Begin, murderers! The dark raven doth bellow for revenge. The king's brother kills him in the garden so he can take his place in the throne.
The king rises!
A fighter with false fire?
Give me some light. Away.
Put it!
Do you know me, my lord?
Yes, you're a fishmonger.
Fishmonger.
If the sun being a kissing carrion breed maggots in a dead dog.
You called me a fishmonger. He's far gone. What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words!
What is the matter?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you read, my lord.
Oh, lies, sir, because it says that old men have gray beards and wrinkles on their faces, and that their eyes purge thick amber and plum tree gum, but you're old unless you walk backwards like a crab. You should share these characteristics.
There is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. How pregnant his replies are. I will take my leave of you, my lord.
You cannot, sir, take anything I will part more willingly withal, except my life.
My good lord, how does your honor do this many a day?
I humbly thank you well.
I have remembrances of yours that I long to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
I never gave you aught.
You know you did, and with them words of oh so sweet breath composed. Are you honest?
What?
Are you fair?
What do you mean?
That is, you're honest and fair. Your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Does beauty have better commerce than with honesty? Ophelia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. I loved you once.
You made me believe so.
Just kidding, I'm crazy. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to another. Mother, mother, mother.
Hamlet, thou hast my father much offended.
Mother, you, my father, have much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you answer with a wicked tongue.
What's wrong, Hamlet?
What's wrong with you?
Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're the queen and your husband is my father's brother.
Oh! Shit.
But she to be buried in Christian burial that willfully seeks her own salvation.
I tell thee she is.
How can that be unless she drowns herself out of her own self-defense? But 'tis found so. If I drown myself, it argues an act. An act hath three branches: to act, to do, and to perform. Ergo, he who drowns himself is guilty of his own death. But is this law? Give me leave. Here lies water, and here lies man. If man go to the water, it is wilky-milky, he drowns himself. But if water go to the man, water drowns him, and he drowns not himself. Ergo, he is guilty of his own death. Who is he that builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, and a carpenter?
I cannot tell.
A grave maker.
A grave maker.
The houses he makes last till doomsday.
Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
But you lie out on it, and therefore it is not yours, sir. For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it, say it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick, and therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir.
What man dost thou dig for?
For no man, sir.
For what woman, then?
For no woman either.
Who dost thou dig for?
For one that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul. She's dead.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow who did it jest.
There was
There's trouble for you.
Shows his corn
And
beasts and
columbine.
streams therewith.
There's
Fantastic
room for you.
flowers that she make of,
And here's some for me.
flowers, nettles, and daisies long purple. She
We can call it herb of grace on Sundays.
broke her close but winding.
You must wear your room with a difference.
Long it could not be, so that
I would give you some
with
violets,
their garment and
but they are withered.
hold the melodious
All when
slate
my father died.
for muddy death.
I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause to the unsatisfied.
Never believe that I'm more an antique Roman than a Dane. I wish I had some liquor left.
Thou livest. Report my cause, a right to tell my story. I am dead. To be or not to be, that is the question. The rest is silence.
Thou cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Now I am alone. What a rogue and a peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that the player here, in a fit of passion, with tears in his eyes and a broken voice? Had you the motive and the cue for passion that I have, you would drown the stage with tears and confound the ignorant. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Plucks off my beard and blows it in my face. Who does this? He is a remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, and kindless villain. Oh, vengeance! What an ass am I that I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words.
How I have heard, for murder, though it hath no tongue, will speak with miraculous organ. The spirit I have seen may be the devil, as he hath the power to assume many a pleasing shape. And yea, perhaps out of my weakness and melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses to damn. However, I'll have grounds more relative than this. For the play's the thing, wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.